Do you clip it? Huh?
Like clip it?
Yeah, what's that?
Oh. Sometimes. I was holding it last game.
Yeah.
You don't have to clip it if you want to hold it.
I kind of want to. I'll hold it.
What?
I'll hold it.
Okay.
Cause I've never held it before. I've never. Here. Is this where I talk into? Okay.
And say something.
What?
If you want to talk off the mic, just cover it up.
Oh.
Just put it in your hand. I didn't realize after the game, I put it in my pocket when I went on the ice and took a couple pictures. So I was still as I was having conversations, it was still on the stream. Thankfully, Mr. Harris muted me.
That's good. I mean, did you say anything bad? But I've heard they're doing pretty good in this tournament, so we're going to see how this game goes.
So Cam got to set up here with the tail of the tape. Down with about 1 minute here, a minute and a half of warm-ups. Your Penn's Elite squad. Cam had the My Hockey rankings page up here, so he was doing some homework like a true sports media professional that Cam Ferguson is. So he was getting the scouting report. So Cam, you got a record update here for the Nenavisa squad?
Nenavisa, they are
29, 5-3.
12-4. Both really good records this year.
So looking to hold down the fort today is going to be number 29, Max Dragicic. He had to come up big in that semifinal matchup between the Philadelphia Hockey Club. The Pens were up to a 4-0 lead. Got into some penalty trouble, a two-man advantage, and before you knew it, it was going to be a 4-4 contest late in the third period. Max had to come up with a couple big stops to keep it 4-4. And with about 3 minutes left, I think 3:11 on the clock, Bingham Green won a puck battle down below the goal line. Separate a man from the puck. He picked it up. He found Sawyer Phillips wide open right at the top of the crease, and Sawyer Phillips put it in. Made it a 5-4 game, and that's where it went final. So final buzzer here for warm-ups goes off, and we're almost ready to go here as the Nenavisa 2015 Pittsburgh Penguins squad picking up the pucks in their own net. The tunes are playing. And final preparations for the Rochester Junior Americans as they gather around their bench, and the Pens are going to go do the same here. 15 minutes on the clock. If you're just joining us and this is your first game of the tournament, Pens have started in a flurry. They had a 3-0, 3-0 record in the divisional round before being victorious over the Philadelphia Hockey Club. And that brings us to the championship game here from UPMC Lemieux. It's going to be 3 15-minute periods. 15 minutes are on the clock. Dragasic's going to be starting in net, obviously, for the squad. And
on your back end, you got on right D, Grant Lloyd, left D, Nico Stark. Starting on your left winger, Blake Paris. Right winger, Bingham Green with the goal last game. And at center, number 93, Riker Ferguson. We're going to see how this game goes. Let's get it started here with the first puck drop right in the center.
All right, Ferguson here against the Rochester American center. It's going to be their center, number 98. Big centerman's going to push it behind Nico Stark. Goes beyond Stark's reach. He's going to clutch down on Stark's stick. Stark's stick in a dangerous position here. Look like 98's trying to buy a hooking call. Still won't let go of Stark's stick. It's going to be brought back to center by Lloyd. He's going to swing it over to Paris. Paris tries to go back to Bingham Green, but it's going to evade everybody, and Lloyd's going to have to get on course here. A little 2-on-1 balls here. 98 centerman going to take a shot. It's going to deflect off of Nico Stark. Go back to center as the Pens change behind the play. It's going to be Blake Paris. He's going to lose control of this, but he's going to get it back. Big shot just off bar as Connor Wilson can't get control here as number 3 for the Junior Americans is going to take it back to center. He's going to backhand it into open space, but in the ice, Sawyer Phillips is not going to pick it up. He's going to shoot long shot, pad save there by the Rochester netminder. And it's going to be pushed to the corner here where it's going to be found by Connor Wilson. He thought about going to the point. He's going to make a drop pass to Noah Welch. Welch is going to send it down to Phillips. Phillips now has some room here in the corner. He peels back. Backhand pass goes off the stick of Wilson. Wilson falls though. And it's going to come to the half wall and back to the point where Wyatt Frankenfield's going to keep the here, where the Pens maybe have something going. 13:36 now to go in the first period, where Mulligan's going to seal off his man, and he gets control of the puck. He's going to throw it back to Noah Welch at the point. He's got a little room. He's going to walk down a little bit. Long shot taken. Look for the stick of Brooks Gaworski. It goes now to the goal line where freshly on the ice is number 93, Riker Ferguson. He's trying to dig that puck along with Gaworski. It's Gaworski now that has it. And Rochester's content to just throw this back to the neutral zone. So Penguins are going to reset. He goes from net of ice. Frankenfield. Frankenfield tries to move it ahead to Gaworski. Goes off the skate of Ferguson. Pens had to wait there to get back outside. Portman's going to chip it back in offensive zone. And it's going to be thrown back to the neutral zone where number 3 is going to throw it. A headman pass back into the Pens D zone. Loya is going to clean up the mess here. He's back now. He's going to create some space to transition it over. He goes to his D partner. That's CJ Nenevise. Nenevise is going to curl to his backhand and throw it up the wall. It's going to deflect off Rochester's stick and to the stick of Grant Loya. Loya up to Brooks Gaworski. He's picking up a little speed now.
Brooks Gaworski is going to go for a change here. Here comes Junior Americans on the right side. Number 19 for Junior Americans. CJ tries to angle him, and looks like it will get out of England's zone, the neutral zone.
Pens danger as Rochester clears the zone for them, and it's going to come back into the Pens D zone. It's going to be an offsides call, though. Rochester had a couple guys ahead of the play. What do you think? First 3 here, get the jitters out of the system, Ken?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't really had that much time in the offensive zone here. It's mostly been just like zone time, trying to get some shots on net on this goalie, get him warmed up, see what his weaknesses are.
All right, face-off underway here. And the action's going to be brought back into the offensive zone by number 8, Connor Wilson. Had a couple of goals here in the semifinal. It's going to be thrown back to Nico Stark. He plays catch with Wilson. Wilson tried to bring it back to Stark. He has his pocket pick, though. as it's going to come back to behind Stark. He has his pocket picked by number 19. He's around Stark. Shot off of the right pad of Dragicic. Juicy rebound sitting there for number 18, and it's going to be put behind Dragicic. Pens get caught napping there, and it's going to be put behind Max as it quickly developed into a 3-on-1. So not the start that the Nenavisa squad was looking for, but it's early in the game, Cam.
Yep. Still got a whole number 2 periods of hockey here. Pens can get another one. Pens can get 2. How many goals they need to get?
All right, Ferguson now looking to create a turnover, and he does. He's going to push it deep into the offensive zone. Looks like he's on with Phillip and Mulligan on the backside. It's Nenavisa and Welch. Puck's going to be thrown back to the point beyond the reach of Nenavisa. He's going to be pressured here as he's going to peel back around, throws it off the wall to Sawyer Phillips. Phillips tries to headman it up. It's going to be Noah Welch now that races over to this puck. He's got some pressure coming. He evades a man. He throws it up to Mulligan, who's behind the defense. Pens have a 2-on-1 if they hurry here. Phillips tries to throw it across to Ferguson, comes back to the point. That's Nenavisa. Long shot, glove down. It's going to be a little bit wide of the net, but 31's going to stop action here with 10:44 to go. But that's the type of offensive zone time I think the Pens are looking for. Work high to low.
Are going to need to control the puck here against this team. This team's a little big, so we're going to need to get some more shots and control the puck in this zone.
All right, Connor Wilson here to take this draw. He's going to be on with Borman and Gaworski. It's going to be Borman now that goes behind the net to try and get to that puck. It's going to come all the way back up to the point. Nico Stark, long shot, wide of the net though. Connor Wilson high in the zone. He's trying to wheel around number 7. Loses control of the puck. He stops up with it right along the goal line. He's going 1-on-2 right now. Borman's back behind the net to help him out. Also in there was Gaworski. Rochester's able to exit the zone here by throwing it back to the center. Puck race here. Second time I've seen a Rochester player do that. Clenched down on the stick looking for a hooking call. This time it was 72 doing it to Loya. But dangerous situation, deflected just over the shoulder and over the net. There from a bad angle shot at the top of the dot, top of the circle. It's going to come now to Connor Wilson. He's got a little speed. Backhand shot just wide of the net. Now it's going to come back to the point man. Loya was unable to control it. It goes through his skates. Borman's going to throw it over to Ferguson, but he's confronted by a junior American that was just on the ice. And it's going to come now to Grant Loya, who has the puck. Loya's going to throw it up to Gaworski. Gaworski loses his footing, pushed ahead. And it's now on the stick of number 93. That's Riker Ferguson. He gets the wheels going behind the net. He's going to do some nice skating here behind the net. He's looking for an option to move it to. He moves it to Loya. Loya back to Ferguson now. He's looking for a winger to move it to, and he's going to go to Blake Paris, left winger, who's going to bring back with Bingham Green. He's going to throw it deep in the zone for Bingham Green. As the puck's going to come to the top of the zone here, and the junior American goes right around Frankenfield. Welch gets a stick on it. Frankenfield's trying to clear the rebound. It's still high in the crease there as Frankenfield's able to get it to Paris. Paris is going to take this puck in the offensive zone. Green long shot off the stick of goaltender number 31. And back behind him where Bingham Green's going to work to try and get this puck back. It's going to be won back by the point man. That's Wyatt Frankenfield. He's going to throw it back deep in the zone. Wilson's going to go for a change. Freshly on is Riker Ferguson. As the puck's going to be poked to Riker Ferguson here. He's going to look to regroup here. The junior Americans, they're not sitting back. They're going to forecheck here. So wingers are going to be open here to outlet this puck, and that is a winger. That's Owen Mulligan, and tries to throw it across to Bingham Green. American's going to turn this over to Mulligan. He's going to go in 1-on-4 right now. He's going to be joined by Ferguson. And it's going to be the junior Americans that come out. Under 8 minutes to go now. 7:48 to go in the first period. Number 21 is going to bring this, and he's going to try Nenavisa, but offsides was number 98. 7:44 to go in the first period.
I mean, this junior Americans team is very, very good at forechecking. They're not letting off. I mean, they take quick shifts. I mean, you need to take quick shifts to get some fresh bodies on and then forecheck. Back checking is good, really good too. They're going to need to get some more offensive zone time here.
Completely different starts. The Nenevisa team played the Junior American, this same Junior Americans team, up in Niagara at a tournament earlier this year. We actually saw them in a quarterfinal round. Pens were able to go up real quick. It was 4-0 first period. Controlled the game, so a completely different start to this game as Rochester was able to hop up to an early 1-0 lead thanks to that rebound goal. But here we go. Let's reset. It's 7:12 to go in the first period. It's going to now come to Grant Loya's stick. Moves it up to Phillips. Deflects off of his stick. Pens are looking to move the puck here, get things going. Nenevisa is going to try and curl back himself. He's going to throw it up off the wall. Where we have a foot race here. Sawyer Phillips is trying to get to that puck. He's going to be joined by Mulligan. Puck's going to be sent high in the zone now. As Owen Mulligan's going to send it right back down. Pens completing a line change. Where number 9 for the Junior American's going to rush over and get to this puck. It flex off Gaworski, and it's going to come out of the zone. Connor Wilson, he's got a head of steam here as he's going to bring it right back in. He's trying to split a couple guys. He goes around a couple guys. Backhand. It was going to go wide of the net. 31 again swallows it up.
Connor Wilson's always been known as his dangles and his speed. He's a lot of nice goals this year. Just a little bit of work to put in down in those corners. But, I mean, he's a center. He needs to do what he needs to do. He's very fast, very shifty. It's kind of hard to defend him.
As plays back underway here, was sent into the crease where Gaworski tried to corral that puck. It's going to come back high to Stark. Stark sends it to the crease again. Unable to get to that rebound, though, was Borman, but it's Gaworski now has it. He walks out in front. He's got some time. He's knocked to the ice. Penalty coming up. Still loose.
Penalty up here on the Americans.
Looked like some body contact, Cam.
Maybe like a trip, hook, I don't know.
So we got a power play unit coming on here. 6:03. The Turkey's on the table. Tripping call assessed to number 7.
Yep.
Get some Run DFC playing here on the loudspeaker. So number 7's in the box, minute 30.
Your power play line here, Noah Welch, CJ Nenevisa. At right wing, you got Bingham Green. At center, Riker Ferguson. At left wing, Blake Paris.
Puck's going to be won back cleanly. It comes to the stick of Bingham Green. He walks out. Long shot taken as it's going to come here to the far wall. As Noah Welch is going to keep this in the zone. He's trying to move it up to Ferguson. It goes beyond his reach. It's going to come back to center here where Noah Welch is going to race back for this puck. He's got some pressure coming as Welch is going to backhand this up to Bingham Green to start the transition. He's got Blake Paris going wide. He's going to try and get it to him. Good stick there by the Rochester defenseman as Ferguson's going to be tripped up as he's going into the offense, and it's going to squirt out to Bingham Green. 1-on-2. He tries to get around one man. He stops up, surveys his options, goes to Blake Paris high. It's going to deflect over the goalie. That's the rainbow goal. That looks familiar. This time it was Green to Paris.
Yep. As you can see, if you watched the live in Whitby, you could have seen, I think it was Bingham Green who shot it from the blue line, and it just rainbowed over.
The rainbow goal in championship games. Blake Paris from Bingham Green gets the Pens on the board. A PPG for PPE. 5:20 to go now in the first period. 1-1 the score. As it's going to be Grant Loya, number 43, trying to enter the zone. He's going to be stopped up there. The Rochester defense here as an entire unit not giving a lot of room to the Penguins to enter the zone. As Connor Wilson's going to throw it back to his point man, Nico Stark over to Loya. Loya shot taken wide of the net. It's going to deflect wide where it's going to be picked up behind. I believe it's number 31. Where it's going to be thrown back out to space. Loya is able to keep this in. Where Phillips rushes over as Rochester's takes a tumble. Rochester retreats behind the a little momentum here if they can capitalize. It's going to be thrown back to the stick of Stark. He's got a little room. Shot off the stick of defender number 7. It's going to come once again. Stark. He's trying to throw it up ahead. It's still in the offensive zone. It's going to be thrown back to the neutral zone where it's picked up off the stick of Nico Stark, and it's going to go back to the Pens D zone as it's going to be controlled by Dragosic. Still loose here dangerously as 18 was trying to chip at it, but they're going to call a penalty here, an interference call on Loya. They're actually going to call a penalty shot for putting his hand on the, trying to cover it in the crease. He put his hand on it, Cam.
Penalty
There's
shot
gonna be a penalty
here.
shot.
Max Dragosic versus number, I think
it's 18.
18.
18 versus Max.
Alrighty.
4:13 on the clock. 1-1 the score. Penalty shot here in the championship game. Whistle blows.
Here comes number
and here he
18.
comes.
Passing
Taking
the
his
blue line
time.
already. 18. Trying to make a move. 18.
Shut
will
down
not
by
score.
Dragosic.
Dragosic. Beautiful save.
Cam, it looked like Max was content to wait him out. He waited. And
Max Dragosic with a big save to keep them in this tie game in the first period here with 4 minutes and 13 seconds left.
18 ran out of real estate. Max Dragosic. Cool, calm, collected, and it's going to be a T-zone draw here to the right of Max. That turned into something. It looked like that was a nothing. It looked like that there wasn't going to be a chance just as it squirted out of the Penn's offensive zone. And before you know it, Rochester just being aggressive created a chance here. Stick down off the chest of Dragosic. Another rebound just goes wide of the net.
Dragosic, big save to keep them in here. Gaworski will pass it up to Borman, but Borman will miss it by an inch and will be offsides.
Again, that was a long shot taken, hit a couple of sticks, ended up on the stick of winger number 21, Krieger. Max stood tall and was able to get back to his feet, get back in the net. A lot of action here in this first period. Shots right now for your Penn squad, 5-4 for the Rochester Junior Americans. Penns are going to make a line change here as the neutral zone face-off is going to be tied up here near the penalty box area. It's going to be tucked behind Frankenfield. He's going to have to get on his horse to go back and get this puck because he's going to face some pressure. He loses his puck because he tried to get it out on the fanning attempt. Now he's trying to seal off his man. It's going to be picked up by centerman number 8. That's Connor Wilson. Wilson's got a head of steam here as he's looking for some space. He's going to carry the puck himself here through center. He gets around a couple of guys. He still has the puck on his backhand. Passes it to the slot where it gets the stick of Bingham Green. Can't get a lot of wood on it. It's still loose. It was loose and got into the net.
You can see from the broadcasting system, there's kids behind the net saying it was a goal. I think you should trust the kids behind the net. Looks like a goal from here.
Officials blow it dead here as looked like the Pens were going to cash in here to make it a 2-1 game, but instead it's going to be an offensive zone draw. On to take this draw is solid centerman number 93, Riker Ferguson. He wins it clean back to Welch. Welch throws it to the net. Still sitting there. Rebound attempt by Phillips almost goes in, sent through the crease. It's going to come to the point where Welch is going to pick it up. Welch is going to send it right back down the wall. This time it's going to be dummied around by Phillips. He's going to let it go. And it's going to come back to center here as Frankenfield runs into Ferguson. Ferguson, though, thankfully is going to collect this puck and bring it back to center where Welch now has it in the neutral zone. He's looking for an option. He's going to get his feet moving. He's going to try and move it up to Ferguson and does so as it's going to still be at the blue line there. You don't want to be playing with it right in the neutral zone. That's where bad things are going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, as a defenseman, you want to be calm and collective. You don't want to be doing too much.
2:41 now to go in the first period.
Got your centerman here, Connor Wilson. And he will try to win it back, but now here's Brooks Gaworski coming down.
Gaworski.
Pass over to Borman. Borman with a shot. Big save.
It's blown dead again as it was still loose in the crease. Second time here. It looked like that rebound was going to get tucked home. Whistle blows. 2:32 now to go. Offensive zone faceoff again coming up. I mean, the Pens, they just got to keep generating chances like that. Just keep going to the net strong.
Yep.
One of these rebounds is going to shake free. Puck's going to be won back by Connor Wilson, but it goes over the stick of Borman as it's going to come back to center. Grant Loy is going to pick it up. He's being pressured now. They're not giving Grant a lot of room. He's going to move it over to his D partner, Nanavisa. Nanavisa is going to throw it over the stick of Gaworski, where number 97's over to pick it up. He's going to throw it into the equipment of Gaworski. Gaworski's trying to bring it in the offensive zone. He loses the handle. It's going to be brought back to the stick of Grant Loya. Loya's going to curl around. Really, really aggressive forecheck by the Junior Americans. And it's going to be tucked behind Loya now. It's in his skates. He finds it. He goes off of his stick now as 18 was able to create a turnover as it goes to the stick of Nenevisa. He's going to be held up as one-touch pass, backhand pass from Gaworski to Borman. He's going to come in 1-on-4, though. Pens are making a change behind the play. It's going to be thrown back to the neutral zone. Frankenfield's going to hustle over. He doesn't get to it as 18's going to poke it back into the D zone. Back to get this puck now. Number 7, Nico Stark, strong off the boards. It's going to come all the way up to the winger. Blake Paris, though, still in the zone. Blake Paris is going to be run into. He has a strong stick and gets it up to Bingham Green. He's going to come in 2-on-1. It's Green and Paris. Drop past the Paris just a little bit behind him, where it's going to be picked up now by number 93. That's Riker Ferguson, knocked over his stick. And it comes to Blake Paris, where it's going to be thrown up the wall to Blake Paris now on the half wall. He's going to throw it across. Nobody home, though, as the Pens were going for a change. Ferguson on the bench. Wilson's waiting for people to get back on side. He's going to tuck it around everybody and go to work himself. But he's going to lose that puck as he's going to come back on the back check here. And it looks like Bingham Green got a stick into number 98. It's going to be a tripping call. Pens, familiar theme here in this tournament. They're going back to the PK late in the first period. 1-1's the score. Have a 9-4 shot advantage, but unfortunately for the Pens, it's going to be PK coming up.
Your PK line here. At your left D, Noah Welch. Left winger, Sawyer Phillips. Looks like right winger would be Owen Mulligan. Right D, CJ Nedevisa. It's going to be dumped into the right side of Dragosic in the corner. Number 7.
97 walks in. It's going to go off the equipment of Phillips. Phillips smartly is going to get it out of the zone here. 20 to go in the period. 1:09 now to go on that tripping penalty to Bingham Green. Puck's going to be sent across as Mulligan tried to wave at it. 98's going to try and Welch. Shot taken over the net, where Welch is going to go and try and cancel this out. It's going to be shot. Then Weiss is down. Welch sticks, gets a stick in there to prevent that from going further. And Max Dragosic stands tall to keep the score tied 1-1. 1.2 to go on the clock. There was a yawning cage.
New lineup here. Still the same D, though. Yeah, left wing, Issa Borman at right wing. Brooks Gaworski.
And that's going to be the end of the period. As a quick last flurry of action here as the Pens were on the penalty kill. 0's on the clock. End of 1. 1-1 the score. 9-5 the shot total in favor of the Pens Elite squad. 50 seconds on this PK. And we'll take a break, Cam.
Yep.
Championship game. Not only do we have Cam Ferguson in the house, rivaling Cam Ferguson,
We got Hendricks Ferguson.
Hendricks Ferguson, and also number 71 for the Pittsburgh Penguins, Evgeny Malkin, is taking in the action here today between the Rochester Junior Americans and your 2015 Pittsburgh Penguins Elite squad. And the Penguins change up their D grouping here, but they're going to stick with Gaworski and Borman.
Loya in the house, too.
Cliff Loya, another celebrity. That's right.
He's known for fights.
All right, plays back underway here. 14:46 to go in the second period. Puck's going to be chipped ahead by Gaworski. Just could not maintain his footing as it's going to be knocked back into the neutral
30
zone.
seconds left on Bingham Green's penalty.
As Nico Stark's not going to pick it up, and coaches are telling him to get it deep, and it's going to go up to number 74, Bingham Green. He's got Gaworski in front. It goes under his stick. That's going to be a breakout pass now for the Americans as they're going to come back to center, 4 strong. 97's looking to get around Loya. It does, comes around. It's going to be controlled nicely by Dragosic.
7 seconds left here on Bingham Green's penalty here until it is even.
14-17 now to go. And Penn's going to change up the troops here. Cam, it looks like Connor Wilson's on to take this draw.
And yeah, we got left winger Blake Paris. Looks like oh, that's for Wyatt Frankenfield. Your right D, your left D, Noah Welch here.
Okay, we're back to 5-on-5. Green's out of the box. Penn's have a 3-on-3 developing. Green's going to join the rush. Green has it. He's going to throw it back to the point where Welch is going to send it right back to Green. Nice little pass there. Green has a lot of space. Walks in. Dish pass over. Nice pass to Connor Wilson. Still loose. It's still loose. Still loose in the crease. 31 finally covers it up. As that little give and go developed into something. Green, I thought he was shooting. Looked off everybody. Found Connor Wilson in the corner. Wilson unable to tuck it home though. 13:54 now to go in the second period. 11-6 the shot total. It's going to be one back. Clean win. Back to Frankenfield. Long shot deflects in on the net. Just wide. Green got a stick on it. Puck's going to be brought back. Stop by Bingham Green.
Nice move there.
Man on the mission here.
Shot.
Glove down by number 31. Puck's going to be won back here by Ferguson over to Phillips. Puck's going to now find the point man. That's Grant Loya. He has it. It's going to be thrown on net by Sawyer. Phillips goes wide of the net. Ferguson's going to rush over to get this puck. Number 8 for the Americans is going to throw it off the backhand back into the neutral zone. And over to Sawyer Phillips. Phillips going to enter the zone here. Tried a seam pass over for Mulligan. Goes about a foot in front of him. Number 7, Smith. He fans on the clearing attempt, so it finds a stick of Phillips. Phillips is going to send it across looking for Mulligan. Mulligan's have to get on his horse to get to this puck. And it's going to be Sawyer Phillips that is going to apply some pressure. It's going to be outletted here to number 72, Try Loya. Loya gets a stick on that as Nenevisa runs into a man. Rochester winger loses the glove behind the net. Number 18, though, for Rochester picks it up. 12:42 now to go in the second period. 1-1 the score. Loya picks it up behind number 29, Dragosic. He has a stick lifted as it's going to be put here up the half wall and back to the point where number 97 now has it for the Junior Americans. Long shot. Deflects in on net. And now goes wide in net and behind Dragosic. Couple bodies collide as Sawyer Phillips rushes over this puck. He has his feet taken out from him. As number 18 gets to this puck, he goes off the stick of Ferguson. He's looking for it. Penn's hemmed in on their zone here on the shift as Phillips is going to just try to clear it out. They're going to say it comes out of the zone, thankfully. Penn's need a whistle. Line change, personnel change for both sides here as 12:07. Connor Wilson draws in here against number 18. He's going to win this faceoff back to number 4, Wyatt Frankenfield. Going to be thrown up to the point where Gaworski's looking for this puck. Man steps around Frankenfield. He's in. Spin move. Big save there off the right pad of Dragosic. It's going to be backhanded and it's thought nobody was there. And it's going to come out to Easton Borman. He's going to go one-on-one here against number 12. He's got a little speed. He dances around number 12. Backhand. Rebound. It's going to be pushed out of danger here as Rochester is being hooked up by Brooks Gaworski. Gaworski gets his hand caught in the cookie jar.
Great moves there by number 74, Easton Borman. But they're coming back. I mean, can't put your stick in someone's arm like that. I'm going to get a penalty here for number 45, Brooks Gaworski, for hooking.
So with Brooks in the box. Your penalty killers, Blake Paris, Bingham Green, number 77, CJ Nenavisa, and number 14, Noah Welch. All right, Paris is going to win this back to Welch. He's going to retreat back behind his own net. He's going to throw it behind the net as Bingham Green's going to have some time to get this out of the zone, and he finds Blake Paris. He's behind a couple of defenders. He has his stick lifted, though, as 21 Krieger's going to try and throw this high in the zone, where Bingham Green's going to try and work it deep. He's got Blake Paris here high in the slot. Shot taken, looking for another rainbow shot there, as it's going to be thrown high off the out of the zone. It's going to find the stick of Noah Welch. He's going to skate and move it to Blake Paris. Unable to control that, though, was Paris. It comes right back to the stick of Noah Welch. He's going to have to retreat back in his zone as he's facing some pressure. He's going to go behind his net over to Nenavisa. And over to protect that wall is Bingham Green. It's going to go off of Nenavisa's stick to Bingham Green. It's going to be thrown to Blake Paris. Blake Paris is looking to get this deep. He's going to take a long shot to flex high over the net. Pens are able to change up 3 of their penalty killers here.
30 seconds remaining here on Brooks scores his penalty.
As Grant Loy now brings it in fresh off the bench. 10:27 to go in the period. 22 now to go on the PK as a man loses his footing. 2-on-1's going to develop here. Borman was unable to pick up that puck. I think he was already looking to make a pass. Borman's back to get that now. He chips it around one guy. Borman's in all by himself. He's got a little lane. Here comes Easton Borman. Tried to bring it to his backhand. He's knocked off the puck, though, by number 7. Penalty expires. We're back to 5-on-5 play. Borman looks strong today as he's in a puck battle here. He wins that puck battle. He's going around defender number 3. He forces his man to the wall as the puck's going to come back high in the zone where Stark's unable to get to that to keep it in the zone, but he collects it in the neutral zone. It's going to be thrown over to Gaworski as Borman was trying to get back on side. He stretched, just couldn't make it there. 16-7 now the shot totals. 1-1 still the score. Pens kill off a couple of penalties here.
Gaworski got very unlucky there as that was offsides because you probably couldn't see it down here, but number 31 has lost his stick for the goalie for Junior Americans has lost his stick. He was trying to get it, but saw Gaworski coming down, so he had to fix it up.
Neutral zone face-off. Wyatt Frankenfield fans on the clearing attempt having a little trouble moving the puck as it's going to go behind the net now, where number 14, Noah Welch, is going to pick it up. He's going to move it up to his winger. That's Owen Mulligan. Mulligan now having some trouble as it's going to come back to center. It's going to be transitioned right back into the offensive zone. Long shot here by 72, where Welch is going to come over to challenge number 9. And it goes behind the net, where Welch is going to pick it up. It goes behind everything. It's still loose in the crease, still loose. It's going to be covered up here by Dragus. A bunch of bodies were down in front. Frankenfield and I believe it's number 7 have a quick exchange here. Another D-zone draw here coming up as the Pens are going to change up their personnel. 9:08 now to go in the second period. It's going to be Riker Ferguson that draws in. Wins it over to Loya. Loya's going to get his feet moving behind the net. He's going to throw it off the wall hard over to Blake Paris. It just goes over Paris' stick. And it's going to be thrown right back down by the point man number 12 as Riker Ferguson's going to have to go back and collect that. As Bingham Green's going to throw it back to center. Blake Paris is going to come in. He splits the defense. He has his stick hooked up here by number 97, thrown into the slot. Nobody home, though, as Ferguson's going to hustle back on that back check, seals off his man. It's going to come to the stick of Stark. Stark's trying to force that forward with Ferguson. 2-on-2 is going to develop here as Blake Paris has going wide. Bingham Green, he's going to try a curl move, gets around everybody. He had all kinds of real estate. He's going to take a long shot. He also had Loya going with him. It's going to be thrown back high in the zone where it's going to find the stick of Loya. Loya's trying to move it to Ferguson. As 72 is going to bring it back into the Pens D zone. He's going to confront Loya. It's going to go off the left pad of Dragosic, still loose though. Nenavisa is going to pick it up and start the rush back up the ice. Nenavisa is looking to join this rush. It's going to be a 3-on-2 here. Nenavisa comes in now 1-on-3 as the Pens are going to make a line change behind. He's going to leave it. Nice little dish pass for Wilson. Give and go. It's going to come all the way back to the point man. It's Nico Stark. Long shot just wide of the net. Puck's going to be on the near wall here as Brooks Gaworski is going to try and get to that. Wilson now has it. He throws it back to Starks. Stark goes D to D over to Nenevisa. Nenevisa's got some time. He's going to connect with Wilson, goes to the bench now. Shot taken off of a stick. Rochester American loses the stick. He picks it up. It goes back to the stick of Wilson. Wilson's going to go around the net now. He's going to throw it up off the wall to Borman. Borman's going to run some interference as it's going to find the stick now of Frankenfield. Frankenfield dumps it back down to Wilson, and he goes to work. Wilson tried to go back up to the point. Just didn't have enough wood on it.
The Pens had a lot of possession time there. They just couldn't put it in the back of the net. Number 31's house, they couldn't put it back there. Bunch of shots, though, too.
Great back check there by Easton Borman. He's going to come and lead the rush himself, as he's going to go to Gaworski. Gaworski over to Wilson. Wilson drop pass to Gaworski as Frankenfield comes over to try and confront the man. Borman's back on sides. It's Gaworski coming in, 1-on-2. Shot wide of the net. It's over here on the near wall. It's going to be almost kept in by Nico Stark, where Borman's on to help out, as he's going to be confronted here right at center red. He loses that puck battle, but Ferguson's over to back check. Puck's going to be thrown in deep. There's 6:22 now to go in the second period. 1-1's the score in the championship game of the Midwinter Classic 2024 edition. Puck's going to be held in now by the Rochester Junior Americans. A couple Penguins here have had a really extended shift, as the Junior Americans have it now on the half wall. It's going to be Easton Borman. He's just pulled down by the Junior Americans, as Wyatt Frankenfield's going to bring it back. Sends a soft pass over to Sawyer Phillips. Phillips tries to push it further. No further, though, as Krieger, number 21's content to just throw it right back in. I noticed that's Rochester's game here. They're just throwing it deep and going to work.
Yeah, that's what the Pens need to do here, too. Bunch of possession time, but as you can see, the shots are 17-9. Pens just got to bury one.
All right, it's going to come here to the half wall. Owen Mulligan having some trouble, but he's able to get it back out of the zone, loses possession. Now it's right back into the Pens D zone. Nico Stark's going to go D to D over to Wyatt Frankenfield, number 4. Frankenfield tried to connect with Phillips. Another penalty here is going to be called here. I think they're going to get Wyatt Frankenfield here for a body check. As Pens are going to have, I think this is our 4th penalty of the game.
We got a goalie switch here for the Americans, number 39. A little bit smaller than 31.
5:18 midpoint of the second period. Pens, another penalty killing effort. Familiar penalty killers back out on the ice. It's Owen Mulligan, Blake Paris, CJ Nenevisa, and Noah Welch, and the most important penalty killer, number 29, Max Dragicic. Puck's going to be now battled for here on the goal line. It's going to come behind the net here, where Noah Welch is going to pick it up. He's looking for an option. He's going to send it. Nice pass up to Blake Paris. Paris is going to outlet the Mulligan. Mulligan might have something here. He's going to slow up, change his gears. Sends it back high in the slot. Blake Paris, long shot over the net, though. Mulligan's going to battle. It's on the cage. Pens had something going there, but it's going to be shot a little bit high over the net there. Pens going to change up Owen Mulligan for Bingham Green, but Green's going to win this back to Nenevisa now. Nenevisa has it. He's going to dump it deep. Smart play there by CJ to kill some time off this penalty to number 4, Wyatt Frankenfield. Number 7, Smith's going to try and exit the zone. It's going to come to the stick of Bingham Green. He loses it, though. He's going to win that puck battle back himself. He's run into, nothing called. Number 7, Smith, muscled into Green. He's going to be content to throw this back to Nenevisa. Nenevisa's going to take some time here, and he's going to try and steal it off on the wall. Loses that puck, though. Long shot taken. Pad save. It's open in front, as Nenevisa's going to be content to just take the icing call here. I don't know if it has enough for icing. It may slow down, as they're going to wave the icing call off, as didn't have enough juice on it. 23 now to go on that penalty to Wyatt Frankenfield. 21 Krieger's now going to try and bring this into the offensive zone of the Junior Americans to lose this possession here, as he's going to throw it right to the stick of Grant Loya. Loya, smooth skating, is going to go behind Dragicic. He has his stick lifted and loses possession here, as it's going to come to number 74, Easton Borman. That's going to be enough to kill this penalty. Back to 5-on-5 action, Cam.
As you heard earlier, they have played them in Niagara, and that score of that game was 5-1 at 8:05 in the morning on November 10th. Maybe they've changed. Let's see if they have. They have a lot of juice left. So one more period left, and we have a penalty called here on the Americans.
Loy was trying to get into the offensive zone.
A hook.
We got a hooking call.
Hooking call.
Penn's getting a call finally.
Pens are on your Powerball power play.
Cam must be getting a kickback here from the friendly folks at the Pennsylvania Lottery.
Yep.
With the Powerball sponsorship.
Yep.
So 3:30 on the clock, minute 30 penalty, assessed to number 3. Connor Wilson steps in for this draw, though. It's going to be won back by the Junior Americans behind netminder number 39. Gorski rushes over to keep this puck low in the zone. On to help out is Borman. They're both battling for this puck. Borman now has it, loses control as he lost an edge there going around the net. It's going to be brought back to center red here. 1:12 to go on this power play now. It's going to be dumped deep in the zone where Nico Stark's going to go back for it. He's going to be helped along by Grant Loy. Loy's going to headman this up to Gaworski. Gaworski can't control this puck, though, as 97's going to race back for it. We're under 1 minute to go here on power play time. It's going to be thrown back off the stick of the Rochester player. Nico Stark rushes over. He's bumped into. He loses footing, too. As there's going to be another penalty call coming up as a man was run into. You might got to think about just giving him the puck. And it's going to go back, and the Pens might benefit if Rochester touch-ups here. It's going to be a 5-on-3 call.
5-on-3.
In that situation, Cam, what do you think? Just give Rochester the puck for more 5-on-3 time?
Yep. 5-on-3 for 30 seconds. After that 30 seconds, it's going to be a 5-on-4. Let's see if they can execute here and break this tie in the second period.
All right, 5-on-3 for at least 31 seconds. Pens had a 5-on-3 shorthanded situation here in the semifinal. They're going to benefit from one here. Riker, Ferguson, Sawyer, Phillips, Owen Mulligan, Wyatt Frankenfield, number 14, Noah Welch. It's going to be one over to Phillips. Phillips is going to take the shot. Glove down by 39. Good idea there. That looked like a set play. They're going to try that again. I think this time they're going to try and catch Welch slipping in the back door. Unable to win that draw. It's going to be shot here to the wall here. No, Welch is going to throw it right back behind the net. It's going to be controlled by Phillips. Phillips is going to send it across to Welch. Welch has a lot of room here. He's going to walk in. Long shot taken off the pad. And it's going to be sent all the way back down the ice.
Make it down there. And it doesn't make it down there.
And that's going to kill the 5-on-3.
5-on-4 here for 1 minute. Bingham Green in the box. That's his second penalty of the game. We're going to have Rager Ferguson chips it up to Sawyer Phillips. Sawyer Phillips, number 3. We'll try to sauce it right to the middle. And here comes Owen Mulligan. Owen Mulligan pulling it down.
It's going to be Ferguson that has it.
As you can hear my dad yelling Michigan for my brother. Rager Ferguson behind the net.
Ferguson has it. He's going to move it back to Welch. Welch now has it. Welch is going to throw it on the net. Just goes wide of the net, though. 20 seconds to go.
It's going to be a long trip for me.
Welch now has it. He shoots it wide of the net. 15 to go on the power play. Man's going to step around as it's going to be brought back to center. As Welch is going to twist all around. And then Avisa now on. He's going to force his man wide. It's going to go off the glove of Dragic. That's going to be it for power play. Back to 5-on-5 action. Ferguson's going to send this up to Mulligan. He's got a man ahead of the play. It's Phillips. Mulligan's going to carry it himself. Pens are going to be now behind the play. Mulligan's going to walk in. He bounces to the left
side. He's coming in 1-on-5.
44 to go here.
Second period. As 12 foul, going to throw it up the wall. Off his man on the half wall. Puck battle ensues. It's going to squirt to Grant Lloyd. Lloyd now has it. He's going to walk in. Has his stick lifted. He loses control as number 97 defenseman, big Rochester defenseman. He loses the puck. He's got Green going with him. He's going to carry it himself. He goes behind the net. He briefly had Bingham Green here in the slot. He's got Nenavisa deep in the zone. Nenavisa just shoots it wide of the net. Glorious chance there for the Penguins. It looks like Americans are going to have one more rush. 18's going to try Nenavisa. 2 seconds on the clock. Gets around Nenavisa. And it's not going to be in time. Penn's caught napping there the last couple seconds of the period.
Well, that was your period, your second period there, the 2024 Midwinter Classic. We're going to start your third period here in a couple seconds.
1-1 is the score. 15 minutes on the clock. We'll take a break.
Standing strong at your right D, Wyatt Frankenfield. Left D, Nico Stark. Left winger, Blake Paris. Sorry about that. Right winger, Bingham Green. And center, Riker Ferguson. Back here, right of Dragosic. Nico Stark will pick it up behind Dragosic. Wall tries to hit Paris. It won't. Battling on the walls, Paris and Nico. Bingham Green will go chase that down. We chipped up by Junior Americans. Junior Americans will shoot it back down. Blake Paris will try to forecheck there. Back check here by Riker Ferguson. Beautiful back. He does nothing with the puck.
Puck's going to be brought back in by number 21 Krieger as he's trying to work around Nico Stark. Ferguson over to help out. Puck's going to score it out here, number 17. That's strong game, 17 for the Americans. Backhanded into the slot, off the toe of Dragosic. Left pad stayed there, but Max just poked it out there at the last second. A lot of real estate there. Junior Americans looking to put that rebound home. The score's going to remain 1-1. Under 14 now to go as Blake Paris is going to be knocked off the puck as the Junior Americans are going to transition. Gorski and Wilson run into each other. And that's going to go now to the near wall where Puck is going to engage. He's going to throw it back behind the net, reverses it nicely to number 77, CJ Nenovice. He's got a little bit of time here. He moves it up to Gaworski. Gaworski, though, can't get it any further. 97 now fans on it, works it around. It's going to find the equipment of Noah Welch. Welch is able to tie up his man. He takes a slash in the back of the leg. Number 3, Blakely, with a two-hander there, nothing called. Bingham Green is going to find Wilson. Wilson shoots it off the post. It's going to be knocked off the puck. 3 is going to try to take it out of the zone. And it's going to come now to number 77, CJ Nenovice. He's having a little trouble with it on the near wall. He's going to move to Gaworski. Wilson's going to go to it as it's going to poke into the offensive zone here, and it's going to be thrown right back out of the zone to the stick of CJ Nenovice. And Connor Wilson's going to line things up. He throws it into space. Nobody home there on the left side. It's going to be sent all the way back down, and it's going to be an icing call. That's where when you take a slash like that, you just got to take a number and let it go here in the third period.
Yep. You can't retaliate here, especially in the third period. I mean, that was really dirty. I mean, you don't do that after play. And especially don't two-hand a kid right in the back of his legs.
20-13 now the shot totals, 12:51 to go. Ferguson on with Mulligan and Phillips on the backside. Stark and number 43, Grant Loya. Stark's going to walk in looking for backdoor pass, I think, to Loya. Loya's going to dip down low to get it, and Mulligan's going to cover back. Some confusion about who's covering high, as it's going to go behind netminder number 39, where it comes around the boards up to the half wall. The Junior American's going to try this around Nico Stark. Number 9 is going to be confronted by Nico Stark. 19, that is. He gets around the man. Stark loses an edge. It's now behind the net where Riker Ferguson can pick it up. He's going to reverse it back to Loya. I don't think Grant knew that pass was coming, though, as Stark's in a strong play off 18. Mulligan's going to send this back up to a streaking Sawyer Phillips. He comes in 1-out-4. Tries a toe drag here as he was trying to get it deep. It is going to be thrown deep by Mulligan now, as the Pens change up their personnel. Connor Wilson creates a turnover. He's got a little bit of room here. He's going to throw it wide to Noah Welch. Welch has all kinds of room. He's going to walk in now. Shot taken. Dips down in front of the net. And it's put in! Connor Wilson puts home the Noah Welch shot. And
Breaks
it's in
the
the back
tie.
of the net. 11:49 to go.
2-1 here as Connor Wilson will break the tie with 11:49 left in the third period.
That was a nice feed from Wilson. He got his head up freshly off the bench, looked for Welch, who had some space. Noah walked down a little bit, pass off the pads, and it's put into the net by number 8, Connor Wilson. 2-1's the score, 11:44 to go, championship game. Noah Welch is going to throw this now deep. Tried to get it deep, so 98's going to come in. He's going to try Frankenfield. He's going to get around Frankenfield. Welch is over, off the glove there of Dragicic. Big save by Max. And it's going to be thrown up there. Foot race here between Bingham Green. He may get to this puck. And it's going to be covered up there by number 39. Dangerous play there as the Rochester winger was trying to work around Frankenfield. Caught him flat-footed. And it's going to go off the top of the glove of Dragicic. Max standing tall, 22-14 the shot totals right now. As an interesting song selection there.
Yeah.
As YMCA gets played from the loudspeaker cam. I don't know, does that get you fired up on the ice? Oh, that almost goes, that looked like it may have crossed the goal line there as Easton Borman from his knees is going to try and throw it up to the point. Creates an outlet pass, 2-on-1 here, develops. Loy's going to turn around here to catch up to number 98. Comes in, shot. And it's going to go over the shoulder of Dragicic off the bar. It goes bar down there. A turnover in the Pens offensive zone creates a 2-on-1. And we have almost instantaneously after the Pens take the lead, it's a 2-2 game.
It's the second time number 98 has came down on the left side for a shot.
It was a heavy shot, Cam.
Yeah, first time it banked off the shoulder. Second time it just went bar down. Beautiful shot, but nothing you can do about that.
So the Pens have their work cut out for them again here as Connor Wilson's going to come in. They nearly went ahead 3-1 here, but the Junior Americans are able to respond as we're now at the 10:37 mark, and it's going to be a 3-on-2 that develops as 97's going to work his way around Stark. Stark does a nice job sealing him off and forcing him to the wall, separating the man from the puck. He was looking for a deep partner there behind the net, but it's going to come all the way to Sawyer Phillips. Phillips going to send it all the way across to Mulligan. Mulligan's going to try and carry this in. He's going to bounce it down the left-hand wall. Owen Mulligan still has the puck. Shot taken. It's going to go behind the net now. It's still loose there. It's going to be behind the backside of netminder number 39. 10:14 now to go in the third period. Penn's going to make a change. (24-15) the shot totals, Cam. Bingham Green's going to step in for this offensive zone faceoff. Rochester wins this back. They play it behind their own net. Ferguson over to play it now.
2-2 here in the third. 10 minutes remaining.
Back into the neutral zone. Blake Parrish runs into a guy. As puck battle just outside the Pens offensive zone. As Ferguson's going to try and move it to Paris. As 86 is now going to try Nenevisa. He's going to throw it under the skates and Nenevisa back to get this. Is Noah Welch. He's going to pick it up. He's got some speed now. He's going to throw it up off the stick of Blake Paris. It's going to come to the point man, though. As Blake Paris is in a foot race to get to this puck. He does win that battle. He's got Bingham Green going with him. Throws it across the Bingham Green. Green has it shot wide of the net. It's going to deflect off the back wall here. It's going to come high in the zone. 2-on-2 is going to develop here. As Welch is going to be in a foot race here with 98. Nenevisa is going to come across. It's going to seal off 98. 86, my bad, Cam.
You're good.
And that's going to be Paris that's going to throw it into space here as the Pens are changing behind the plate. It's going to come to number 43. That's Grant Loya. As he's going to chip it off the wall here to Borman. He's got Gaworski up ahead. It's going to deflect off everybody. It comes out in front. Gaworski has it. Can't get a shot off, though. It's behind the net. Borman tries a wraparound chance. Still loose. Still loose. Rebound poked behind the net here. Borman circles behind. He's looking for an option. He's going to throw it now. here on the half wall. Borman has his feet taken out for him, nothing called. It's going to come here high in the zone. Borman, that's CJ Nenavisa, number 77, that's going to go back for it.
Pick it up.
He's going to headman the puck up to Gaworski. Gaworski over to Borman. He's coming in 1-on-3. Shot off the stick of the netminder here for the Junior Americans. As we approach the 8-minute mark, 8:16 to go in the third period, Loya's going to retreat back into his own zone. He's going to throw it back to the point man, as it's going to be picked up by Brooks Gaworski. He's going to try to chip it around. He's sealed off by defenseman number 7 for the Junior Americans. As a couple bodies hit the deck here, 2-2's the score, under 8 to go. Puck's going to be thrown deep behind Dragosic, where it's going to be picked up now by number 7, Nico Stark. Stark's going to throw it across to Loya. Loya has his stick lifted, but on to help out, number 93, Riker Ferguson. Ferguson's now going to get the feet moving. He's going to headman it up to Mulligan. Mulligan's going to be confronted right away, as Phillips now is going to pick it up. Phillips tries a curl move. He still has it. Sawyer Phillips tries to tuck it around the pad. Can't do so. Ran out of real estate. As the Junior Americans throw it into their own bench.
Trying to hit their coaches for benching them.
Offensive zone face-off coming up. 7:23 to go. Third period action, 2024 Midwinter Classic championship game. On to take this draw, number 8, Connor Wilson. He's on with Phillips and Mulligan. They're going to get set here for a face-off play. Welch and Frankenfield on the backside, comes right to Mulligan, goes off the stick of Phillips and wide of the net. It's going to be thrown around now to Frankenfield. He's trying to keep this deep. Nope. It's going to be picked up now by Phillips. Long shot. Still loose in the crease. Looking for a rebound was Connor Wilson.
Still 2-2 here. 7:08 remaining in the third period. 29-15 of the shots.
Again, championship game of the Midwinter Classic, hosting some of the top 25 teams from around the country. If you're one, you're here. 7:06 to go here in the third period. It's going to be brought back to center, and Wilson's going to be run into. He takes an elbow, but he takes a hit to move this puck along, as it's going to be sent along the boards here to number 9. Welch is over to help out. He's going to try and seal off number 3. Passed into the slot here. It's still loose in the slot, where it's going to be thrown wide of the net here. Hustling over to get this is Blake Paris. Paris is going to control this puck, and he's going to bring it back to center. Puck's going to now come back to the neutral zone. Riker Ferguson's going to come in. He's going to go 1-on-2. He's going to dance around one guy. He's got a little room. Finds a sneaky shot. Glove down there. Almost created something out of nothing. 2-2 remains the score on the board there. 6:20 now to go in the third period. Fergie, Borman, Gaworski on the forward grouping on the backside.
Loya and Nenavisa on the back end. Noah, here comes Easton Borman, tried in the left corner. Here comes 2-on-2. Riker Ferguson back checking. Beautiful back check. Way to make it offsides there.
Hard work by Ferguson to create that offsides call. Neutral zone faceoff now coming up. Puck's going to be won across in the neutral zone, where it finds the stick, and number 45, Brooks Gaworski, is going to throw it back to Grant Loya here. Loya's going to try and headman this puck up to Gaworski. He has this puck. Moves it over to Borman. Borman's going to come on his backhand shot wide of the net. Under 6 to play. It's going to come to the point man. That's number 77, CJ Nenavisa. Nenavisa's going to some time. He's going to curl around. He's going to throw it deep in the zone. Looking for Brooks Gaworski. Gaworski now has it. He's knocked to his skates. As back to get this puck in the neutral zone is number 8, Connor Wilson. Borman now has this puck. Throws it into the top of the crease. It's going to be thrown again to the crease area, this time by Wilson. And it's going to be thrown all the way back to the pen zone here, where Device is going to pick it up. He's using his skate to create some space.
Scores 2-2, 5 minutes remaining here.
He's going to get behind in the offensive zone.
Had a chance there, 97 fell down. Just could not control
This puck. And somebody was behind the play, so it's going to be offsides. 4:49 to go. Neutral zone face-off coming up. Be won back by the Junior Americans. 9-7's going to throw it off the stanchion. And in for the Junior Americans, Mulligan's hustling over to get this puck. Nico Stark forward. Mulligan's going to carry it in. He's going to throw it to the center. It goes to Sawyer Phillips now. Shot taken just wide. Mulligan couldn't tap it home. Mulligan picks the puck for the Junior American. He walks in. He's got a player up in front. It's Sawyer Phillips. Pad save. Still loose in the crease. Still loose sitting there. Comes to the stick of Phillips. Shot taken into the equipment, though, of number 39.
What a save.
Flurry of action there. Number 39 stands tall. Unable to tuck that rebound home.
Got a little bit of fiend action here from the speakers.
Pence get a line change here. Bingham Green now on the right wing. He has this puck. He's going to move it wide to Blake Parrish. Blake Parrish shot. Doesn't get through. Deflects off the equipment. Number 8 is now comes to Connor Wilson. Wide to the point, and that's no Welch. Shot taken by Welch wide of the net. It's going to cross now to Bingham Green. He now is going to work for it on the goal line. We're under 3:49 to go. Junior Americans looking to exit the zone. It's going to be kept in by Blake Parrish. It's just going to chip this up the wall where Welch is looking to hold it in with Paris. Welch is in the neutral zone. He's going to throw this back to Wilson now. Wilson's going to headman the puck up to Bingham Green. He's going to curl around one guy. He's going in one-on-one. Bingham Green long shot, locked down by number 39.
Beautiful pass there. Beautiful move. Beautiful shot.
35th shot of the game here for your Pittsburgh Penguins elite squad.
3 minutes, 25 seconds left here in your championship. Third period. 2-2. Bunch of shots here. 35-15.
Off a face-off here. Riker Ferguson on to take it. It's going to be won back by the Junior Americans. Throws it up to the point man. That's Grant Loya. Number 97 for the Junior Americans going to wheel this around to number 72. 72 briefly chips it behind Loya. Loya's able to recover, though. Sends it through the slot area. Nobody able to connect with that pass, though. It's going to come back to the neutral zone. 7 Nico Stark's going to throw it back into the offensive zone. 72 now has it at center red. Works around Loya. As Brooks Gawarsi's tripped up. Nothing is going to be called. Looks like the refs has put their whistles away here. As number back in the offensive zone on the Junior of the stick of Grant Loya. Starks and reverses back to Loya. Loya loses possession here on the goal line. A couple of guys. 72 now for the Junior Americans behind the net. He's blocked by Loya. Loya takes a slash there by 72. It's going to be outletted now to Easton Borman. He's going to walk in. He stops up. Shot taken, right pad save off the outside of the Junior Americans netminder, number 39. It's going to be brought back to Wyatt Frankenfield. Welch is going to come over here, and he's going to pick up the puck. He has his head up. He's looking for a player coming off the bench. He's going to send it off the shin pad of a couple guys. He has the stick in the wrong spot. As Mulligan's going to back check nicely. It's going to be picked up now by Welch. Owen Mulligan now has left winger for the Pens. We're under 2 now to go. It's going to be shot into the equipment of Welch. Welch chips it up to Mulligan. Mulligan's going to outlet this to Sawyer Phillips. He's going to go one-on-one right now. Number 18 is back checking for the Junior Americans. It's going to be knocked off of the stick of Sawyer Phillips. He's going to be run into, pulled down, nothing called. Mulligan now has it. He's going to do a seam pass high to Welch. Welch is going to send this back deep. Sawyer Phillips has it. It's a rebound sitting there. Still loose, and it's put in by Owen Mulligan. movement there. Owen Mulligan gets the goal. The go-ahead goal.
He'll make it 3-2 here with 1:19 left in the third in the championship game of the Midwinter Classic.
Came high in the zone, thrown back deep to Phillips. Phillips takes the shot, stopped home by his left winger, Owen Mulligan. And Rochester, I think, going to take a timeout here to talk things over. 1:19's on the clock.
Mrs. Nedavitsa is very happy. How happy are you, Miss?
I'm not mad.
Championship game of the 2024 Midwinter Classic. Started with 12 teams here. To the final two. 38-15 shot totals on the clock. Thanks for joining us right here on City TV. Be sure to like and subscribe while you're maybe going to the fridge to get a refreshment here during this timeout.
Or the cabinet for a snack. Either one.
(3-2) the score. Familiar situation, Cam. Up 1 goal late in the third period of the championship game. Dragicic in net. Your centerman right now. You know him well. Number 93, Riker Ferguson.
AKA my brother. Let's see if he can put one in the net here. Maybe an empty netter.
All right. Penn's got now a minute 12 now on the clock between them. In the end of the game, it's going to be thrown from Nenavisa up to Loya. I think the name of the game here is just get deep, Cam, and make them go to work.
Or, yeah, just keep it in the zone, waste time with your puck possession. And 1 minute remaining here in your third period.
That's exactly what Blake Parrish does. He's going to throw it deep now. 54 now to go on the clock. It's going to be brought back to center red by number 98, dangerous player.
They're going to pull their goalie.
21's going to go one-on-one against Nenavisa. He gets around Nenavisa. Just saving the day there was 43. Grant Loy got a stick on it at the last second. It's going to chip up here. Foot race here. Blake Parrish is going to go make a change, though. 35 now to go in the third period. Frankenfield now on.
No goalie net. No goalie in net for the Junior Americans here.
Puck's going to come behind Dragicic, where it's going to be picked up by CJ Nenavisa. He tried this in the semifinal, unable to bury it against the wall. It's going to be sent all the way back down the ice here by Wilson. Tick, 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 tick. Icing call coming up.
15.0 seconds left here.
15 seconds on the clock. Stark and Loya, the pairing. Ferguson, Borman, and Gaworski. 29 Max Dragicic in net. 15.0 on the clock. Puck's going to be won back to the Rochester point man. 6-on-5 empty net. High spot right now. Shot off.
Big save.
Had 7 to go. Number 7, Nico Stark's going to clear this puck. He's going to go back against the faceoff. Down 1 second.
And
down.
your
Long shot
Pittsburgh
taken
Penguins
off the blocker.
will win.
Your 2024 Midwinter Class champions. The 2015 Pittsburgh Penguins Elite Nenavisa squad.
3-2. Your shots 38-17. Beautiful win here by your Pittsburgh Penguins.
3-2's the final. 38-17 the shot total. And we're down to number 1. Your 2024 Midwinter Classic 2015 champions. The 2015 Pittsburgh Penguins Elite Nenavisa squad. Game played by the Rochester Jr. Americans.
Yep.
As black and yellow is going to be played here. Congratulations to both teams. Happy holidays to everybody watching at home. Happy holidays to you, Cam.
Thank you.
And we'll catch you for more action here from Cine TV in the new year. But a good way to end 2024 is with a banner. Another banner for your Pens Elite squad as they come over And they're jumping into Cam right now.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Cam's brought out for broadcast championships games. That's his specialty. And they're gonna line up here for the trophy presentation and banner presentation.
A lot of Banes there.
Can I have a representative from Rochester Jr Americans come up and receive your finalist award, please? Now your 2015 Division Winter Classic champions, Pittsburgh Penguins Elite, please come up and receive your banner. Great job.